today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joshua Dobbs and the New York Giants taking on
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talked about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Tracy trying the right side.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
On second down, Dobbs eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Running left is Tracy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Dobbs. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Dobbs to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Dobbs.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's Daniels. Complete. It's Dodson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Daniels now on 1st and 10. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, that's the tight end Simmett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Off the play fake, Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. And they'll try to run the option here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Daniels looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd down, Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The kick by Lutz is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together, and they get the score right before the half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Dobbs. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 19 yards away. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Nathan Peterman with a couple of touchdowns thus far. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. A.J. McCarron with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Falcons trying to finish that one off and claim victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Daniels now to throw on first down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Williams again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Dobbs. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Throwing here, Dobbs. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Now Dobbs. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there's no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. On play action, it's Dobbs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now the first carry here for their running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Daniels over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. On the RPO, that's complete right side. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Danielle Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back with a crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Daniels going to throw for it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Bellinger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Dobbs. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Dobbs is throwing. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.